If you've ever given yourself a heart attack in the middle of the night because you've woken up and your baby's asleep on their side or on their tummy, then this Q&A is for you. I'm Tiffany from CoSleepy.com, and today we're going to be talking all about why it's important for your baby to sleep on their back and what you should do if you wake up and they're on their tummy or their side. First, I want to dive into the science of why sleeping on your back is so important, and I'm going to use an article published by Dr. James McKenna back in 1997. It's called Infant Arousals During Mother-Infant Bedsharing, Implications for Infant Sleep and SIDS Research. I found 3 reasons why sleeping on your back is important. The first one is if you are a very young baby, you're going to have a hard time expanding your lungs all the way if you're sleeping on your side. They kind of get compressed. So very, very young babies, if you're bed sharing with them, they need to be beside you on their back when they're sleeping. The second thing, it was so fascinating, it's called lethal rebreathing of carbon dioxide that's trapped in bedding. This is if you have a thicker blanket or maybe even the shirt you're wearing when you're bed sharing. Carbon dioxide can get trapped and then baby is breathing it in. They're not getting enough new, fresh oxygen, so that can cause SIDS. And the third thing is called arousal deficiency, and this is very important. Babies who arouse or wake themselves up easier and more often throughout the night are safer against SIDS. Many babies who have passed away from SIDS, afterwards, they found out that they were having a hard time waking themselves up. So human beings, including us, we adults, we sleep in heavier sleep when we're on our stomachs. So it's important for your baby to be on their back so that it's much easier for them to arouse and wake themselves up. And a great quote that I saw in that article was, arousal can be a protective response to dangerous conditions or events in sleep. So if your baby's overheating or if they're having that issue where they're breathing in too much carbon dioxide, they need to wake themselves up quickly and signal to you that they need help. If they're having a hard time waking themselves up, that could be a very dangerous or fatal situation. Now I want to talk about what you should do when you wake up in the middle of the night and your baby's not on their back. What you should do, no matter what age they are, if they're younger than 1 year, is move them so that they are on their back. And I know that's horrible advice when you've had 0 sleep and your baby's finally asleep and you feel like if you move them or shift them, they're gonna wake up. And I apologize in advance for that. But if you do this, if it becomes a habit or routine, over time, they're gonna get used to it and they're not going to wake up. So if they're younger than 1 year, anytime you wake up and you see them on their tummy or side, shift them so that they're on their back. Now I want to say 3 things to help reassure you and encourage you. The first thing is know that it is completely natural and so common for babies to want to sleep on their side. They want to be right there next to your breast so that they can nurse on and off throughout the night. I mean, that's where the action is. That's their happy place. They don't want to go to their back. They want to be right there the whole time. Secondly, know that babies, when they learn to crawl or roll, they want to do that. They want to move around and wiggle, test their new skills that they're learning, and many of them will find out that they are more comfortable on their tummy. So know that babies often want to sleep on their tummy, and give yourself a pat on the back, because if they were in another room in a crib and they went to their tummy and something went wrong, you might not know about it in time. But you're only inches away when you're bed sharing. So at least you're right there, and as a breastfeeding mom, you're in tune with them, and hopefully you could sense if something were wrong. And the third thing is, I saw this awesome interview with James McKenna where he was saying that no matter what a mom does to check off all the boxes and hope and pray that everything goes perfectly throughout the night, there is no such thing as a perfectly safe sleep environment. That's actually really helpful and hopeful to us who beat ourselves up, when we wake up and our baby's not sleeping right on their back right beside us. Just know that you are doing your very best. Follow the safety guidelines as best as you can. Follow your common sense and intuition, and give yourself a break. Just, if you wake up, move them. Wake up and see them, move them. That's all you can do. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If it has, can you please hit that save or subscribe button? Know that you can always go to my website, CoSleepy.com, for an expanded transcript of this video. So there I'm going to put all the links and references and all the good stuff that I probably forgot to say in this video. Keep that baby safe and close tonight, and I'll see you back here next week.